Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening, sunshines and moonlights. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I'm V and this is V's Intuition. Today I have a flip through that I want to do briefly. This is on a tarot deck, mainly the tarot deck that I just got myself in a tin. I do have the tarot vintage normal size from Los Scarabeo, and I did come across this 10 version. I'm not quite sure if it's an official Los Scarabeo. It might be a knockoff, but I somehow came across it online and I bought it for myself and I liked it, so I decided to do a flip through, compare the original size with the 10 version. 10 decks sometimes and most of the time do come in handy, so I just thought I'd share that with you and have you take a look for yourself on what the comparison is on both of them. So I'm going to go ahead and just get right on into it. This is the Vintage Tarot by Los Scarabeos. It's the I guess official version that they put out, and then we have this 10 version. It is gilded, nice, and it basically has the same feel. It does come with a little book, but there's no publisher. So I'm assuming someone just grabbed the original and shrunk it and then just put it out, which, you know what, I have bought some knockoffs and I wasn't too displeased with it, so I figured why not. So these are the two little promotional cards that come here. The book, I believe it comes in different languages, as always. Los Scarabeos does do that. And some spreads, and then the interpretations in different languages. Box is cardboard. And it does show the publisher. And then typical book. Let me see if I can compare this to another popular tin and common tin so you guys can have an idea. I did not compare it. Let me see, are these about the same size? So it's slightly taller than your Radiant. And let me see this one. Sorry, I should have had them ready, but last minute. Let's see. So, and then we'll compare to this one. Again, these are smaller, and then let's do another one. This is by, I think it's US Games. Yes, US Games. These are the US Game tin, the traditional Centennial. And put that one back, that's for sure. So it's slightly taller, and I believe the Radiant may be a little shorter. It's slightly shorter than the, I don't know if you could take a look. There we go. Than the Centennial. So just to give you an idea, so it is a fairly tall little mini in a tin, and it's about the same width. It is not wider, it is not thinner. Same width, maybe slightly slightly thicker than the Radiant, but it's basically about this width, just with the maybe half an inch or millimeter or whatever taller. So with that being said, let's get into the flip through. I did notice that, did I mix up my, no I didn't. The 10 version is just a little more concentrated, like maybe they literally just shrunk the image and the colors are a little bit more prominent or darker, should I say. And you'll notice that in some of the images. So I'll just try to just get into the flip through, try to give you about a second to glance, compare the images, and then you can decide if this is something that you're interested in. So just briefly kind of give you a zoomed in I don't know if you could tell. You'll be able to see it on some of the other cards. It is like same little tea vintage kind of dirty deck. And then the back of the cards, you could see these are a little darker, so it's like just basically shrunk. And let's see this one. See, you see the difference here, the glare. It's slightly darker, stands out a little bit more, not too much. So we'll start with the full. I'll flip through them. I know they kind of may swivel around and not stay perfect, but I'll make sure that at least you could glance at the image. Let me see if I could zoom in a little more. And I don't know if, let me see, compared to this. Okay, so this is about slightly shorter and definitely more slender compared to the Radiant, the regular version. So you could tell it's slightly shorter and thinner. So it's about, if you put it at the edge, about one side of the border pretty much shows. And there we go. Okay, just to give you an idea of this size deck, if for some reason you don't have it and you're interested in it, let me compare it to the Universal, since this may seem like, no, it's about the same deal. Same deal, slightly thinner, put it to the edge, one side, but the length, yeah, about the same thing. So with that being said, and that's the typical Universal, I believe US Games, I'm not sure, I'm sure it's them that put it out. So let's get into this, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this flip through, and we'll see how they shuffle at the end. You see the darker color. This color is nice, but you could see this is slightly different. Stand out a little more than this. See if I can zoom in just on this one, so you could try to see the color difference. Even the staining seems like it stands out on the smaller tin version. And there you go. So let's see if you can get an idea on the difference also compared to this. So you can have an idea how much larger or how much smaller the 10 version and the regular full size, should I say. It's not that big, the regular version, are from each other. So let me zoom out a little bit, show you how they shuffle. They are semi-glossy. They're like a soft material, sleek, and the 10 version is pretty much the same quality. The only difference is it is gilded, which is nice. It kind of suits it, the gold with the kind of dirty vintagey look, but the material is pretty much same vibe. Kind of have a same gloss. Let me see if I can catch it in the light again. I did earlier. Well, I don't know. Let me see if you could see that. See that? And this same thing. Same thing. So they feel the same. The thinness, it's like the same. It feels the same as well. Again, this one does come in a tin and it's gilded. So let me show you the gilding. When I got it, it did come wrapped in the tin, but the deck itself was not sealed. Now, I don't know if it was something that was opened and then put back, but I doubt it, because when I went through it initially, some of the cards, you know, when you first get a gilded deck, you can tell that you kind of have to separate some of the cards, but not too much. And for the most part, it was pretty much separate, but it's not thick gilding. I feel like it's not zooming in properly, but just to give you an idea, it does have a nice shimmer in person. But all right, so let's shuffle this deck, which I have not shuffled, but overhand shuffle seems like it'd probably be nice. Yeah, smooth. Oh, some 7 of Wands. We'll just, let's see. It does snap back, cascade back nicely. Let's try it one more time, see if I was just a lucky shuffle. So it does cascade nicely. It doesn't slide everywhere. Considering the deck is not fully glossy like some decks, or smooth. It's not like slippery smooth like when you try to riffle shuffle like that or overhand shuffle. They just kind of glide over nicely. And this is the original one, okay? So we have the King, some protection, King of Swords. Oh no, King of Cups. All right, some spiritual protection. Stand your ground. All right, that's nice. One more time, show you how this lovely deck shuffles again. Oh, did not want to show its face. I guess not, huh? Let's see if it's a little stiff that way, maybe because I did shuffle it twice. But yeah, this is a lot smoother. Doesn't want to show its face. It's a dirty deck. So yeah, nice. And it's not like big. It feels like it just sits in your hand nicely. My hands are not that small, so I know some people out there have smaller hands and prefer smaller decks. I think this would be something that you would like. And if you really have small hands, you might want to give the 10 version a shot. So look at that. We had the 9 of Pentacles show up. So overhand shuffle, 3, split those up since they're back-to-back cards. And then let's see if it riffle shuffles nicely. how that goes. We'll see if the gilding lasts a while. It's a little stiffer. Again, it's the same thickness as the larger version, so that means the thickness is about the same. So shuffling may be a little stiffer, but it does shuffle. Oh, did I already mess up the back? The bottom of it? Not quite. We'll do one more time. Yeah, no snapback. Too thick for a snapback. Some decks do allow for that, but at least you can overhand and occasionally ripple it up, and it'll work for you. All right, so let's see. Shall we clarify this King and this Seven of Wands with the mini? Let's see, this will be for the collective, whoever makes it to the end, actually pays attention to the flip through. Let's see, what's this Seven of Wands? We'll take about 3 cards. I'll just shuffle and cut the deck so we don't spend too much time on this. Alright, so this is the 7. Let's see how this reads. Let's see if I shuffled mine, and then we'll shuffle one more time for the King. Now look at that, 3 showed up earlier, right? So protection, you have opportunities coming in, right? Maybe you put in some work. We had that 10, feeling burnt out. You put in a lot of work where you're so burnt out and feel burdened. Then what does this feel in? Don't stay too bummed out about what you think you lost, because God's bringing you, or source, the universe is bringing you something you can't see, an opportunity. Don't miss that opportunity, right? Let's see, with this King, I'll ripple it up one time. So let's see, clarify this King of Cups. Oh, King of Cups. Hello, Mr. Chariot. That's Chariot. I'm over here stumbling. That's victory and success. With what? Intuition, determination, with your intuition, right? Because you're determined here to keep moving forward, even though you're burnt out and overburdened by responsibilities, right? That's when you've been doing too much, and maybe you just kind of pooped sitting there because you didn't get what you were working towards. But sometimes you're blessed in different ways. Sometimes what you pray for comes in ways that you truly did not expect, right? The universe has a different plan and bring you your blessings, answer your prayers in different ways that you did not expect or see coming. But you got victory. That's Cancer energy for any Cancers picking up this this little flip through that I did. So let's see. King of Cups. So we have victory with love. This could be a very trusting individual, an intuitive individual. This is the Suit of Cups. It's your intuition, and it is the King. So it could represent someone. Heavy water sign, Cancer. Let's see. We have the Queen of Swords. Truth, knowledge, smart, intelligence. Good with your words. Also can cut with their words, right? And a rebirth, a new beginning of doing things, an ending, a rebirth of some kind, right? Because there was probably something there that you were working so hard for, because you do have your success, right? Your opportunities coming in. You've been busting your behind so much, but it did not come in quite as you expected or planned for. Maybe you expected for something to come in specific color, size, but you are getting blessed in a different way. There's a beginning of some form, like truth. There's new ideas, the truth. A rebirth. Well, I hope you enjoyed this deck and the flip through and the quick read. Yeah, juggling, multitasking, opportunities, right? Opportunities on being able to juggle and maintain control, getting things done, right? Not necessarily always needing to balance, but this is you actually doing it all, right? You have, oh, you can't even see. I'm trying to zoom out. And there we go. Right? You can't see this, but you've been doing so much, right? There's opportunities coming your way towards what you've been multitasking. Look at, we have the Midas touch right here. The Queen. Communication over some arguments. Yeah. Well, all right, I will leave that there. I hope you enjoyed this and this helps you with any decisions you may have on possibly purchasing any of these decks. And if you're interested in this, yeah, look it up. I'm sure you can find it if it's available. I did find this on Amazon. And this, again, you can probably find it anywhere, Amazon or the internet. Any page will pop up. That is an official Los Quiero Bellos, but I'll see you next time. Bye.